So I'm Angel, this is my kitchen, and this is my very first video, and I have no idea how this is gonna go. Today is Easter. It's probably not Easter when you watch the video, but it's Easter now, so happy belated Easter, happy International Bunny Day, or April 5th, whatever that is to you. So today we're gonna make brunch, which is interesting because my husband is the breakfast champion in this house. I don't make breakfast. I've never made a video, and I've never made any of these recipes before. So what could possibly go wrong with that scenario? First thing we're gonna do is, because it's brunch, and any self-respecting brunch has drinks, I'm going to try to make a tropical mimosa. I got this idea from this month's issue of Food Network magazine. If you don't get an issue of Food Network if you don't have a subscription to Food Network magazine, I would recommend it because it's awesome. In this issue, they made a tropical sangria, but because I prefer mimosas for my brunch drink of choice, I'm going to make a mimosa. So I have some fruit in this pitcher that I very badly butchered. I have an orange, a lime, a lemon, and one very unfortunate mango. And I'm going to add to that some pineapple orange juice, which I probably should shake. I'm not really sure how much of this I want to put in. I'm going to probably do more than that. There. So now I'm going to put this in the fridge to hang out while we are making the rest of the brunch. So what we're going to be making are carrot cake pancakes, which is actually a recipe that was in an ad for Starbucks, so hopefully the people of Starbucks don't mind that I'm using their recipe, but I'm thinking of this more like a science experiment where I need to replicate the results and see if I can get the same product. So the first thing we need to do is cook our carrots. They called for 4 medium carrots, but I had little tiny carrots, so hopefully that will be about right. So we need to cook these, so I'm going to put water in the pot. Okay, to make the topping, apparently we need plain Greek yogurt, honey, orange zest, and we're supposed to have sea salt, but I don't, so I'm going to use kosher. Okay, so yogurt. Honey. Trick to getting the honey to come out of here easier would have been if I sprayed it with some cooking spray, but I was afraid how that might affect the taste of the topping, so I decided to do it the hard way. pinch of salt. I did not buy enough oranges for this recipe, so we're going to go a little light on the orange zest. I have a nasty habit of not reading my recipes to completion before starting a project. I'm gonna mix this all together, and then it needs to go into the refrigerator for the flavors to come together. And that went way too fast, so our carrots still haven't cooked. So we have to wait for them to cook before we can go to the next step. So while I'm waiting for the carrots to cook, which apparently takes forever, I'm going to mix together the dry ingredients for the pancake batter. So I need to get some flour. Baking powder. Baking soda. Cinnamon. Which I've been making too many cinnamon rolls, so there is not a lot of cinnamon left. Some salt. That kind of feels like a lot of salt. So now we're going to whisk this together. Just gonna set this aside until the wet part is ready. So now that our carrots are finally cooked, they go into the blender, which is a little bit tall for me. And they go into the blender with the buttermilk. I think it's pureed. Kind of short to see in there. So now to the carrots and buttermilk, we are going to add the rest of the ingredients. So it called for vanilla bean. Vanilla beans are expensive, so I'm just going to use vanilla. And I'm just going to guesstimate and go with a teaspoon. Eggs, sugar, and the rest of the orange zest. Now all this has to get smooshed together. Alright, now that we're done fixing the blender, we're going to incorporate all this stuff together. And then this goes into the dry ingredients. If I could take the lid off. Oh, wow, this is gonna be a mess. Okay. So, now we have to make this a smooth batter. Alright, so now that we've made that into a semi-smooth batter, we are going to add walnuts. And the recipe said that you could serve your pancakes with chocolate chips, but I thought it would be more fun if the chocolate chips were in the pancakes. So we're just going to stir those in. So now at this point, this batter also needs to go into the refrigerator to hang out for a little while. Alright, well since we have to wait for everything else to meld together, we're gonna pull out our drink from earlier, which might be slightly premature because the Food Network recommended theirs to sit in the refrigerator for 2 hours, but I'm not that patient. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna put our fruity orange juice into the cup. Oh, sad. That one didn't get any fruit chunkies in it. And then we're going to top it with our bubbly. Let's taste it. That's not bad. Our carrot cake pancake batter has been in the refrigerator for about an hour, and now it's time for the really scary part, which is me making pancakes. So we have a pan on the oven that is hot. I'm going to throw some butter on there, and then I'm going to make a pancake. Alright, so I'm going to hope that these are cooked all the way through. I don't really know that they are. The ones in the magazine were orangier and nice and golden brown toasted. Mine didn't come out that way. That's probably on me. So I'm going to serve each one with a little scoop of our sweetened yogurt that we made earlier. That's probably too much, but there's a lot of it, so maybe not. And I'm going to taste it. To just come out of the pan. I don't want to burn my mouth. That's not bad. At first I thought the yogurt was overpowering it slightly, but the flavors do kind of melt together and it's quite enjoyable. So, these are our carrot cake pancakes, courtesy of Starbucks. Again, I would really recommend Food Network magazine. This is their breakfast issue, and everything that we made today was inspired by that. If you like this video, and I hope that you do, check out my website at fromthepan.com, and maybe I'll put more stuff on it. Thanks, bye. Come into my oven, little children. I don't know what I'm doing. So, while I am waiting, I'm going to make a refill. Alright. So I screwed that up. If it's hot, is stuff gonna explode out on me? Isn't that what happens in all the videos? Where blenders explode?
Well, yeah.
Ooh, that smells terrible. Oh, not burning the nuts. I don't even see the nuts.
She can't find the nuts.
Show me your nuts.
That becomes a different video altogether, honey.
I don't want to be in that one. Ooh, it's leaking out the bottom. Also, some of that fruit had seeds in it. You probably should pick the seeds out so that you don't choke on them. Ugh. How do we get it off?
Lift straight up.